Best.
Nice shot of a sunflower smiling at you. Margaret Johnson captured that shot at a local farm in Mount Sydney. A lot more sunflowers to be seen. And what a beautiful day that we've enjoyed. Here's the view right now as we look at the airport. We're 81, only made it up to 82 for a high today. Again, partly cloudy skies, dew points, which again, a better measure of moisture content in the atmosphere. You get those numbers in the 50s in the summertime, and that is friendly if you like dry air and cooler conditions. 77, the current number at the Valley Airport in Weir's Cave, touching a high of 80 this afternoon. A dew point in the upper 40s, and there will be some upper 40s realized as far as morning lows before this week is through, maybe as early as later tomorrow night. Temperatures currently are in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees across much of the region. There's a look at the satellite radar combination. Not a whole lot to see here. There is a disturbance passing well to our north, but high pressure is building in behind yesterday's cold front. That triggered some showers and thunderstorms across the region on Sunday, and now it's helped to usher in much drier air. So temperatures tonight, mid to upper 50s across central Virginia, some lower 50s in the Shenandoah Valley, and our normal overnight lows in the mid 60s. So this is a little touch of late September for this last week of August. Temperatures tomorrow pretty much in the mid to upper 70s, so very pleasant conditions, and overall a dry forecast as well. So as we look at those dew points, which again is the better measure of moisture content in the atmosphere, when they're in the 50s in the summertime, that feels great. So we don't have to worry about uncomfortable or oppressive, not this week, and takes us right into September next week, it does appear. So temperatures will kind of hang out in the upper 70s to maybe around 80. Overall, largely dry here this week. Now, that front that came through yesterday, early this morning, is now just offshore. There's a little disturbance passing downwind of the lakes, but high pressures up in north and west of Chicago, and that'll continue to work in our direction here over the next several days. So that's kind of the dominant weather feature on the maps for us and a big influence of our weather. And we look at the current temperatures across the lower 48, you can see some of that cooler air really from the upper Midwest down across portions of the Ohio Valley, the Mid-Atlantic, and the Northeast. Some hot temperatures farther out to the west, but the pattern is being influenced by a dip or trough in the atmosphere, and that's the jet stream level. And so that dip or trough will kind of hang out the rest of the week and right through the weekend. So that's going to keep temperatures below average for what you'd expect this time of year. It'll also prevent any big storms in terms of a hurricane impacting the eastern seaboard. The latest tropical storm is Farnan, and that is moving away from Bermuda. It's over 500 miles east-northeast of Bermuda. It's kind of looking ragged here on the satellite picture, and that'll continue to work off to the northeast. Essentially a fish storm. It'll kind of weaken as it moves into the cooler waters of the Atlantic and run into some unfavorable winds. But that is the 6th named storm. This week marks the 20th anniversary of deadly and the costliest hurricane Katrina to hit the lower 48. 52 to 58 in the morning, a cool start. Afternoon highs will warm into the pleasant 70s across the region, and then there'll be more in the way of some upper 40s to greet us Wednesday morning. Daytime highs here on Wednesday, back in the 70s as well. So really pleasant conditions. We're in the 50s tonight, partly cloudy to mostly clear and cool. There's a look at the Michael and Son 7-day forecast. A little touch of September to enjoy for this final week of August, and overall staying largely dry, Steve, during the stretch. So this weekend, Labor Day weekend, next Monday, Labor Day, the unofficial ending of summer. Right now, looking pretty good.
All right, Eric, thank you. What a